I'm back now at 9:45. In the United States, 1 out of 5 women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime, and then nearly 70% of those sexual assaults don't get reported. Well, there are a number of organizations out there that simply find those numbers unacceptable. One of them is Jane Doe No More. It fights to help sexual assault victims, and on Friday, it's going to honor the actress Mariska Hargitay and her organization, which is also dedicated to helping victims. Here now to talk about that, I have the founder of Jane Doe No More, Donna Palomba, and Dr. William Petit, because his Petit Family Foundation is a presenting sponsor. Thank you so much for being here, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Okay, so let's start with you. Before we get to Mariska, tell us about the award. It's named after Dr. Henry Lee. I'm imagining that's our famous forensic scientist here in Connecticut.
He is the famous forensic scientist who resampled the DNA in my case, and we awarded him 7 years ago with the Dr. Henry C. Lee Award. And it really is all about groups and individuals who further the cause to help stop sexual violence from happening and also to educate everyone about the crime. And so we're honoring 2 amazing groups and organizations. And actually, Dr. Petit received the award in the Petit Family Foundation in 2012.
Yeah, and Doctor, tell us about that. Obviously, the Petit Family Foundation working so hard to help the education of young women, so it seems like a natural fit.
It is, because another part of our mission, Tim, is to help people affected by violence. And one of the biggest demands for grants from our organization has been victims of domestic violence. To that end, we've awarded a number of grants over the years to Jane Doe No More for self-defense courses that are being taught all over the state.
Absolutely.
That's great to hear. All right, so this year's honorees, we mentioned Mariska Hargitay.
Yes.
She's got an organization, the Joyful Heart,
Yes.
Heart Foundation. What have they done?
Yes. Well, in particular, this past year, the Joyful Heart Foundation has been instrumental in eradicating the rape kit backlog from different states across this country and securing dollars so that police departments can just get these kits processed as they should have been done years ago, including Connecticut.
We're talking about hundreds of thousands of them, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So now there's a process where they're actually exploring where the rape kits are that are untested in all these different states and getting them processed quickly.
Okay, and then locally, we have a local
Yes.
recipient, Attorney Jim Clark, yes, and
Yes.
his organization.
Yes, Jim Clark is the founder of the Victims' Rights Center of Connecticut. He's a remarkable individual that offers trauma-based legal expertise, and we've referred survivors who've reached out to Jane Doe No More to him, and he's just a phenomenal resource and offers these services at no cost.
That's fantastic.
To victims.
Well, Doctor, what was it like for you and for the foundation to get this honor a couple of years ago?
We were very proud and very thankful because of the great work that Donna and her organization has done, and our board works very hard to raise funds to help organizations throughout the state, organizations such as Interval House right in Hartford, Prudence Crandall in New Britain, and Jane Doe No More.
Yeah, the Interval House, we work with Fox 61, work with them so closely. Yeah. When you were starting out the foundation and trying to figure out where you're going to allocate your time and your resources, did you imagine that you would get the response that you said you've gotten from people who want to know more about violence, self-defense classes?
No, I guess it was sadly surprising. In the first few years, most of the requests for our funding was from victims of violence, and it's unfortunate that there are so many. So we've also funded other organizations to try to help with primary prevention, reaching out to junior high schools, colleges, to try to teach young men appropriate behaviors to try to decrease the amount of domestic violence that occurs in our society.
Yeah, I imagine this is doubly true on college campuses now. It seems like this is becoming an epidemic that we're just now finding out.
Well, it's so true. And Jane Doe No More has embarked on a Safe Student initiative. So we are on many college campuses, not only that, but high schools. And we need to begin very early to help everyone understand, age appropriate even in the elementary schools.
Yeah, I can imagine. Tell us about the dinner. There's still tickets available, yes?
There are. It's filling up, but there are limited tickets. It's this Friday, March 18th at the Waterview in Monroe. And We're honoring, again, remarkable individuals and organizations, the Joyful Heart Foundation, Victims' Rights Center of Connecticut, and Jim Clark. And we hope that everyone can join us. It's going to be a fabulous event.
Yeah, looking at the pictures from some of the past events, it looks like it's a pretty good time out there.
It truly is. It truly is.
Well, thank you so much, Donna. Thank you
Thanks,
for
Tim.
everything you've done. Dr. Pettit,
you.
thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining
Tim.
us today. A pleasure to meet you. Okay, when we come back on Good Day Connecticut here on Fox 61, this is a great little story. There's an Uber driver in Fairfield County. I'm not even sure how this sort of organically happened, but she's now known as Mama P. She's helping college students in the area make sure they feel at home. This is going far more than just giving these kids rides. We'll tell you her story when we come back.